guys, welcome to today's video. Make sure you visit podcastformarketers.com for more information. Over there, I have a really kick-ass course on how you can make at least a few grand a month on simple reoccurring revenue, right? And that's called Freedom Funnels. And make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm put out videos every day, so you don't want to miss what I put up, because I put out some pretty kick-ass content. And man, I always want you guys to comment below, man. I absolutely love all the comments you guys bring. Let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, I'm always in the comment section. I really love the community. Let's get into the video. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mailbag Monday. And before I say anything, I want you to smash that thumbs up, man, if you like this video. And I want you to fucking subscribe to the channel, man. If you dig the content, man, it don't cost you nothing to hit that subscribe button. And make sure you comment below. I know I said it in the intro, but I'm going to say it again to you live. Comment below, because I want you guys to talk about this right now. All right, so I want to talk about how long, and this is a question I get, how long should it take for my business to be profitable, right? I don't even want to write out the whole thing. How long should it take for your business to be profitable, right? And that's kind of like how long is a piece of string, and each person is a little bit different. But what I want to do is just kind of talk about normal, like your average Joe, right? So your YouTube business. Number one, we're going to talk about YouTube. I'm not going to talk about anything else because I really can't. I can talk a lot more about YouTube and business in general, right? So with YouTube, if you are doing your SEO and you're posting consistently, right? You don't have to post daily, but I'm going to say daily because that's what I do. But if you're posting consistently and you're doing the whole SEO thing and you are looking at your analytics, okay? All right, and you're looking at your analytics and you're trying to, like, you know, interpret the data, and you're trying to make things better with your channel, post more content. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but like about 2 months ago, I was kind of posting like how to make money on Instagram and little shit like that, right? Because those are short-term, like little keywords that'll get users to come to your channel. Some will stay, some will leave, but those are like, you know, how to make $2,000 a month and stuff like that, right? Those attract people to come, like, look at your channel and say, okay, do I want more of this, right? So you do definitely have to come up with stuff like that. But if you are kind of like doing what you're supposed to do on YouTube, right? And I'm going to give you this number. First of all, there's quite a few numbers that go around all the time. So let's talk about, first of all, I said this yesterday, I believe, 10,000 hours, okay? And let's talk about 3 years. Okay, so YouTube is kind of like a strip mall or whatever, right? So when you talk about a business and you want to talk about it's on the high street, okay? I use that because I'm in Europe, but high street just means high traffic. In London, they have the high street where all the shops and stuff where you go buy stuff at, right? So let's just say this is your shop here, and you get lots of foot traffic, okay? And I'm going to say YouTube is the same thing. There's lots of foot traffic. There's lots of cars going up and down the street, right? We should be able to say that it's similar, right? Because there's a lot of traffic on YouTube. In other words, you're not sitting on your website where there's absolutely no traffic coming by and you have to pay for ads or solicitation. YouTube gets all of the traffic for you. So if, again, you're using the right keywords and doing your YouTube SEO, right, you should be okay, and your videos should start ranking so you start getting a certain amount of traffic, right? So now here's in the world of business, if you can just keep the lights on for 3 years, okay? This is what they say in business, in the business world. if you can just keep the lights on for 3 years, if you could just stay there in your shop where you're getting foot traffic, or you're actually like doing sales, right? So let's just put that in there. So you're actually doing sales, like making phone calls every day and doing what you're supposed to do. If you can keep the lights on for 3 years, you're going to win. You more than likely, the chances of you being successful, the higher your chances, the longer you stay open, right? So usually they say if you can stay in business for 3 years, you pretty much made it at that point. Now, that's not a hard rule, right? This isn't rigid type data, but this is just a basic rule to go by. Now, if you do anything for 10,000 hours, you're the bomb.com. We already know that, which is about 3 years. So again, if you can put up videos consistently, here's the thing right here, right? Consistently, whatever, I don't know how to spell it. All right, so if you can just put up videos consistently, right? I had a brain fart. All right, so if you can put up videos consistently for 10,000 hours, look at your SEO, look at your keywords, look at your analytics, right? For that many hours, the chances of you being successful are there. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm just giving you what the data tells us and what they've been saying for years. So unless some shit changed that I don't know about, that's pretty much it. Now, I have seen some dead YouTube channels that have been around for 3 years, but there's something to be said about good content, right? And so I saw the other day someone was like, "Well, listen, man, there's a bunch of dudes that are vlogging that nobody's watching their shit, right?" Well, all right, so let me just go through this really quickly. If you haven't done your homework, right, and first of all, if your niche is super crowded, saturated, all right, that's something to be concerned about, right? If your niche is super saturated, it's all right to have a little bit of healthy competition, but if it's like gaming channels, they're like a dime a dozen all over the place, right? I wouldn't know how to do a gaming channel, but I can imagine that if you don't have a personality to go with the gaming, then there's something to be said about that, right? Again, let's look at SEO and keywords and make sure that you're hitting those keywords. If you start messing around with copywriting a little bit and your headlines should be starting to look like, your video titles should look like headlines, things like that, right? So you're paying attention. You've done this for 10,000 hours. Things should start picking up, right? So I'm telling you that if you're following what you should be doing, if you're just throwing videos up and not trying to learn anything, right, and find out what good content is, right? So you start putting up videos and you say, "Well, Sonny, how do we know what good content is?" Well, do your research. Look at your competition. What are they posting? What do their thumbnails look like? Just do what everybody else is doing, and then go above and beyond and start investing in yourself. Buy those courses that you're scared to buy, buy the data. Now, the one thing I will say is I've purchased a few YouTube courses and all of them are pretty much the same. I haven't really found one that wasn't the same thing. The YouTube courses, nobody was really like lying about anything. They were just really, really obvious things that you can probably get if you search through YouTube, and with the influencers that are doing longer type videos. So if you can find one YouTube influencer that's really trying to like being honest and giving away enough information, you could probably watch, 10 or 15 of his latest videos. And then if he's selling some type of course, buy his little $50 or his, $200 course, and you'll probably get the information that you need to run a successful YouTube channel. Once you start doing that and you invest in yourself, 10,000 hours, 3 years, you should be successful. You should not think about quitting. You should not think about doing something else. You should stay the course, stay focused, and don't stop. I had one of my students hit me earlier and was like, I always have a plan B, right? So I sent you the Will Smith video, the plan A, okay? Will Smith said there's no room for plan B. There's only enough room for plan A. I can only do that. So stay focused, put good content, invest in yourself, do your research, and keep going. And don't even think about quitting before 3 years. Keep the lights on for 3 years and you should be fine. Now, here's a good thing, right? Before I let you go and coffee break your asses. Here's a good thing. It's not like, and this is what we always think, you're going to do work for 3 years, not get anything in return for it. And then after 3 years, all of a sudden the money's going to start flowing in. No, you'll be making money as you go along and getting results. It's just not going to happen as fast as you want to. But after 3 years, you should be exactly where you want to be. I think 3 years is a decent plan to look at. Let's say I want 100,000 subscribers. I want to have a funnel in place, and I want to have, a membership site or whatever you want to do. That should be a good plan for you, a good 3 year solid plan. By the end of those 3 years, you should have a good, consistent, reliable monthly flow of predictable income. Coffee break.